Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, aka the Zodiac Brave story. I'm MysteriousJG, and this may be the final dicking around video before we do our final plot push, which will actually see the end of this game and Let's Play. So for those of you who are still hanging in there, I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna give you anything other than finishing the Let's Play, but no, it's always I always have sort of this strange warm feeling for the faceless anonymous internet folks who actually hang on to the end of a long series like this, because this has been a pretty long one and we're just about done. I know, particularly for these really long ones, the folks who watch to the end tend to be folks who aren't watching super closely, but maybe have it on in the background while they're doing something else. I'm totally cool with that. But this will be... We've done all the hunts, we've done all the side quests, we've done all the espers. We're not going to see the fishing quest through to completion, because it just, from what I've read about it, it looks like it just takes a really long time. Maybe I'll do one video of it and find it to be more fun than I thought and actually expand. But it's the last major bit of gameplay stuff that we haven't done at all, that we're not planning to do. And the Zodiac Age version of Final Fantasy XII comes with the trial mode, which is its own standalone, big, long, epic thing that I'm not going to do. But that would be the next big thing after this. That is as far as like significant bits of game that I'm not doing. So somewhere near the aerodrome, we're supposed to find... Act was a long voyage. I'm weary to me bones. You mind, eh, Bahamut? Bahamut? I heard that one on my voyage. The Imperial Sky Fortress. What are those villains that Arcadie's up to now? We're supposed to find a fisherman. I was vaguely looking for him in the last video, and we just didn't seem to find him. Man of Hope. Here we go. Fishing enthusiast. Bahamut. I'm a fishwight by trade, so I know a bit of the seas, but I've never heard of a place by that name. What? Have you some business with me? Yeah, this thing. Why would you talk to this guy, and why would you talk to him a second time? That fishing rod. Ah, you noticed. This here rod was made specially for catching balfin catfish. It's rare work of art, this is. Harder to get hold of than one of these than it is a masterwork blade, to hear some tell it. Perhaps you're wanting a rod such as this. Sorry to disappoint you, but there's little chance of that. Nothing like fishing to work up an appetite. Okay, this is where it gets ridiculous. Why would you know to do this? You have to talk to this guy twice. Talk to him twice about the fishing rod, then run to the aerodrome's entrance and back to the same spot without leaving the area. So, basically, if I'm reading this correctly, we're supposed to wait for this guy to leave his fishing rod and then steal it from him. Seems like kind of a dick move. But if you, like, why would you know there is a fishing minigame in this game if he's just one of 8 billion rando NPCs? You obtain a Muramata. So we steal it. We fucking steal this guy's fishing rod. We're assholes. Now, if it was that valuable, should he have left it there? Probably not. But still, I mean, what the hell? This is not new added content for the PS2 for the remake. This was in the PS2 version, but again, how many people are going to talk to every NPC twice and then leave their area and come back to see if that NPC might have left behind an item they were talking about? Not many. So we're going to go to the Ester Sand. And so we're like, hey, we stole somebody's fishing rod from halfway across the world. We've explored the entire game world, and we found the one fishing rod in existence. It turns out there's 2 fishing rods in existence, but the other one can only be got through more of the fishing game. Oh, it's you. I'm still trying to find a way to pass the time. How have you been? You brought me a fishing rod? Well, I'll be. Thanks, boy. Well, what do you think? Not bad, eh? Looks like proper fisherman. I look like a proper fisherman, if you do say so myself. Right kind of you, boy. Hello, my boy. Come for some fish from old Ruxel? Let's go fishing. How does it work? Listen up, here's what you need to do. Your job's to signal what kind of fish I've got hooked as fast as you can so I can reel it in. Say you see a square, triangle, X, circle fish on the line. You signal it to me just like that. You gotta be quick and precise or the fish will get away. The tastier the fish, the longer the signal too. Nothing to it, right? So it's like the fucking lightning tower calibration game. Do we want to fish from... You have to fish at all these different places. You're not even fishing. You're watching him fish, apparently. Let me know what's on the line. Be sure and use the signals I showed you. Oh. Oh. This is annoying. See, I really can't see myself playing enough of this to actually... An echo fish. So we didn't do very well there, I guess. Or I've had better luck. Well, we all have off days. Better luck next time. 3 common fish. But this is it. Like, we do this a lot, we unlock better places to do the same annoying as hell minigame. Pirate bass, yeah. Isn't this a really fun way to spend your life? I mean, this is actually more irritating than the, at least in Red Dead Redemption 2 fishing game, it's like, kind of approximates... Wonder what we got here. That's enough for this trip. Yeah, so you only get a reward at the end if you get all the fish. But at least in the Red Dead Redemption 2, it's using... You know, it's a freaking PlayStation controller or whatever, but, like, you're kind of... Do this to cast, and do this to reel, and don't let the line... Like Breath of Fire fishing. It's kind of simulates the experience of fishing. This is just a button smash game. Wonders was shiny down in the riverbed. You spotted it. It's yours. You obtained a high potion. Great. See, this is the kind of reward you can get from this game. But now I want to get a whole video out of it because, boy, if I'd known that it was going to be this crappy, I would have definitely made sure to finish that Yazamat fight faster and not have blathered on at the end and crammed it in as part of that video. Because this is not interesting or fun. It doesn't seem to matter how quickly you do it, as long as you get it done in time. I thought I spotted something at the bottom. Give me a series of signals so that I can pull it up. Quite a catch. You make a good team. You got 100 gil. Wow. I think you have to keep doing this until you unlock someplace else to fish from. Otherwise, I'll have to check and see why we haven't... I mean, we've gotten some perfect scores here. And I'm assuming as you go to other places to fish, the sequences are longer and they move faster and other nonsense. This is getting to be like, you know, get a negative overall time on the Chocobo race to win Titus's ultimate weapon. Like, no, it's not enjoying this. Although I actually did that in my LP of that game. Looks like there's a note inside the bottle. You think it might be a treasure map? Huh, not likely. Go on, take it. It's yours. You obtained a blue bottle. And 2 empty bottles. Oh, and here's what was shining at the bottom of the riverbed. 100 gil. Now, in fact, the blue bottle is Truth Lies Just Beyond Falsehood. KDZK. So that's like a clue, and when they say Truth Lies Beyond Falsehood, I believe what you're supposed to do is the next letter in the alphabet after the one that's there is the actual one that you should be considering. So it's River under O. I don't understand how you're supposed to make any sense out of that. After finding each location and ciphering the clues, the player will be led to Barheim Passage, and you get a better fishing rod, and that fishing rod allows you to fish for better items, including the fact that at the Den of the River Lord, the 5th and final place you can fish at, you are able to fish for Lu Shang's badge, which is the badge that we need to combine with the badge we got for defeating Yazamat and the badge we got for defeating Omega to get the ultimate weapon. So as you can see, we had to fish like 3 or 4 times at the downstream area to get a better place. We have to do it 5 times. If we get 5 perfects at midstream, we unlock upstream. Then we have to go get this other bottle before we can unlock these other places. So when fishing, the occasional empty bottle caught will turn out to be one of 5 colored bottles. Each contains a cryptic message leading to a specific spot. After visiting the spot, the bottles will form a message. So yeah, Truth Lies Beyond Falsehood. The message, River Under O. We're supposed to go to Nabrius Deadlands, Echoes of the Past, and an overturned boat. I don't know how in the world the message, River Under O, would tell us to go to the Nabrius Deadlands, Echoes of the Past, but just to get a full video out of this nonsense, let's, well, first of all, let's go see what this other exciting place to fish is. Oh, we still haven't unlocked it. Well, let's unlock the next place to fish. Because I guess we haven't done enough perfects yet. What? Oh, come on. I was pressing the X button to get the fucking dialogue to... Whatever. I was trying to get the dialogue to cycle through, and it prevented us from getting the perfect we needed. So fuck this now. I don't care anymore. I've had better luck. I don't even know what we do with the common fish. But as you can see, like, you need to get 5 perfects at each location to unlock the next one, and we've got these bottles to collect. We're doing this fishing game like you would end up doing this fishing game for hours to get a weapon that we don't need. Like, there's nothing left for us to fight that's powerful enough to require this, you know? And if you get impatient and try to press X to cycle through dialogue, you're screwed. Scour pike, eh? Awesome. That's the greatest thing that exists in this game, the scour pike. Even though it doesn't actually exist as an item separately, it's just called the common fish once it gets into your inventory. Wonder what we've got here. Well, we'll find out in a minute because I can't reveal it at this point. It's too exciting. We need to give you a chance to prepare yourself mentally. 5 common fish. No colored bottles. Oh, we did get another colored bottle. The green bottle. Oh, now I'm starting to feel like we actually could... Oh, fuck, I hate myself for this, but I'm like, we could just get the... I've already got 2 of 5 bottles you need in 15 minutes of playing this. Maybe we could finish this. Oh, I'm going to hate myself for this, but I'm starting to really think about it now. The actual completing the minigame enough times to unlock the locations is more frustrating than going and getting the ultimate fishing rod would be. I'm sure it will get tougher too as we go to more advanced zones. I had a second there to try to figure out what the hell the first one was. Some of it has to do with how much I like a game. Like, I forced myself to play way more of that stupid lightning tower calibration game in Final Fantasy X-2 just because I really like some of the characters in that game. 6 common fish. No bottle this time. How do I unlock this next zone? Looks like you're getting the hang of it. I think you're ready to try a new spot next time out. Now we can go to midstream, which I think is... Downstream is first, then midstream. Okay. So we need to do this perfectly 5 times, and then we need to have the ultimate fishing rod. Got it. See? Well, I don't think I'm going to bother with... Yeah, I think I officially don't care anymore, because now it's like 2 rows worth of shit that you got to do. Fuck it. I don't care. Yeah, I was thinking about it, and then I was like, no, wait, this is level 2 of 5, and it's already like 5 characters, and I got a big screen TV, but I'm on the other side of the room from it looking at it. Even with my glasses, my vision's only so good, and it's like, wait, fuck, is that an L1 or an L2? Like, fuck. Not worth it. Not even close. Green bottle. Skip on stones to the far bank's shore. By skipping stones, return once more. Blah, 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 blah. Which, again, I don't know how the hell you're supposed to figure this out, but... The message, forests are grow. So let's wrap up the video by going and getting the items from the blue bottle and the green bottle, and you'll see how awesome these rewards are. Because I don't know how you're actually ever led to the Barheim Passage by these clues, but... Oh, we still got the Treaty Blade. Yeah, we go to the Deadlands. But yeah, that quest right there, it's like if you want to spend a lot of time getting really good at that aggravating quest, you will eventually get one of 3 items needed to get the ultimate weapon in the game. But the other 2 items, like in theory, if that quest was what gave you like one of the best items in the game, you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna get really good at this quest and get that item and use it to defeat Yazamat and Omega Weapon. But it's like, no, you have to defeat Yazamat and Omega Weapon before doing 800 hours of fishing minigame bullshit will give you the ultimate weapon that, again, like at this point, you don't care. There's nothing left to do that you would possibly need it for. So we're gonna go to the Nabarish Deadlands, and we're gonna go to echoes of the past, and there's an overturned boat, and it will have an awesome treasure in it now that we only know about thanks to this awesome treasure map. And it's... okay. Almost the last one we checked. I don't even know what gear you guys are using. You have the ribbons probably, yeah. The Tournesol also considered an ultimate weapon. The game has lots of ultimate weapons. I've already gotten a couple of them, so sit the fuck down. You don't need to see 20 hours of fishing minigame. I know you don't. If you say you do, you're just messing with me. No, there's a little part of me that's like, you've already spent way too much of your life on this stupid LP. How could you leave it unfinished? And another part of me is like, because what's left is the fishing minigame. That's how. This place used to be pretty damn dangerous. It is not that dangerous now. There were things I really liked about this game, including the presence of this, like, this is a nasty optional area of the game that really, when you're first able to get here, is way outside of your league. And you do feel a real sense of having grown stronger by being able to defeat it, but the game never forces you to come here, which I always found kind of interesting. Now I'm looking for an overturned boat. Oh, bug trap does nothing. Faint glow. The light coming from the water resonates with the blue bottle you hold. Hold the bottle nearer to the light. Without warning, the blue bottle shatters. Obtained an X potion. You obtain a Wanley limited message. Oh, maybe now it gives you the clue that I was able to read from the River Under O. Oh, well, shit, that's not even what the, so, okay, you can go figure out the clue for yourself if you want. So I think it looks like it's Deadlands. Deadland something, because, yeah, CDZCKZM blah 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 does not spell out River Under O. That's a separate message you get. So River Under O, forests grow, fire under ash, ridger, darkness, like the 5 messages you get. I don't see how they combine to tell you to go to the Barheim Passage, to tell you the truth. I just don't see how that works. But anyway, if we went to this Salika Wood, we would find a Histaga moat in a similar fashion, and a message would say forest, and who cares? This is a terrible quest, and I'm not going to do any more of it. I think I've gotten us far enough to call this a video. This is an epically rotten quest that I don't give a fuck about. This is like the same game that gives you the enemy that's supposed to take 2 hours to kill, gives you this fucking side quest. I really have a love-hate relationship with this game. It is so good at, like, atmosphere-wise, it's so good. I make fun of it a lot, particularly the, like, random capitalization in the written dialogue of Marquis Amdor. I wish... was that even who that was? I wish that stuck around for longer. Like, the narration of the early story, I really enjoyed that. I made fun of it in part out of love. But, in other ways, the game is just a ridiculous time sink. And, like, they thought you were just going to spend, like, 2 years of your life just living in this game world. And it's not really that good. I mean, a bit more focus on the main story. Some of the side quests just consume so much time. I think it's the nature of the fact that there's so many side quests. The story feels thinner than it would. Like, if you just did a straight-through play of this game with no frills and no side quest stuff, the story probably wouldn't feel anywhere near as empty as it always feels to me. But it feels like they just kind of didn't care about humanity and people. Humes, I suppose I should say. Not like the members of the other non-hume races in this game are really fascinating to deal with, but though by and large they have more personality than the Humes do. But at any rate, the fishing minigame kind of exemplifies, this is a game where it's like, how do we get... I don't know why, if it's just down to selling the game guide or what. Like, from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense, but like, why are they so obsessed with making you spend so much time on everything in this game? You could not go out and buy this game for $60 new for your PS2 and complain that they didn't give you $60 worth of game content. That is not reasonable. You could say that the game is tedious. That is entirely reasonable. At any rate, that's it. That's the fishing video. I'm not doing any more. You heard me. I had a brief stream of consciousness. I was sharing my innermost thoughts with you at that moment. When we got like our second bottle, and we were only, less than 20 minutes of gameplay in, I was like, maybe this isn't too bad. But then I realized that already the second of 5 places you have to fish was giving me minigame challenges that were like, I'm going to have to sit here and concentrate on this so fucking hard and get it right so many times that no. The final bit, the most interesting aspect of this, because eventually we would just obtain a Lu Shang badge, I think is what it's called. And then we would go to the bazaar and get an item. And there wouldn't be any story or cinematics or dialogue or anything. It's just eventually we would gain this item that would allow us to get this other item, and we don't need it. The closest thing to making this quest interesting enough to play through is the idea that you have an encounter with Gilgamesh, who gives you the fishing rod when you complete finding all the bottles and deciphering the clues, which are indecipherable, and that's also nonsense. Like, I don't see how anybody deciphers those clues. It's all about buying the fucking game guide. But the dialogue with Gilgamesh is incredibly short, and it's not voice acted, and you can go look that up on YouTube, like I did, if you want to see it. And it's not going to change your life too much. So look it up if you're interested. He basically kind of like talks to you, as he does in many of the games, after you fought him. He talks to you like a friend and rival. Like, he's like, ha ha ha, I'll defeat you next time. In the meantime, it's good to see you again. Ha ha ha. But he says he was looking for this great ultimate secret treasure, but all he found was this stupid fishing rod. What a piece of crap. Would you like it? And he gives it to you. That's it. That is the fishing quest. And the rewards you get, the interim rewards you get are so shit. I can't, again, it's all down to the game guide. I can't imagine anyone putting enough time into this fishing minigame based on the rewards you get early to see it all the way through and get this badge, which allows you to get the ultimate weapon. I can see how the fact that it is loot would have you trying to sell your Godslayer badge and your Omega badge. Like, I could see how you're thinking, like, oh, selling those two things might get you something, or maybe there's a third thing that also gets you something. Like, I can see how you might be on the lookout for something to do with these as loot items. But the sign of a true hero of Ivalice. The mark of a true knight of Ivalice. But the idea that you would pursue the fishing game far enough to get it is ridiculous. And the idea that you'd even know there is a fishing minigame when you have to go talk to a completely unoutstanding NPC in a town late in the game twice, then leave and then come back without leaving the screen all the way to get him to drop his fishing rod. I mean, again, it's like this is down to, I think they've gotten better at this. There's a balance to be struck between putting in secrets that not everyone will find and putting in shit that you'll never find without the game guide. And I'm getting myself in a bad mood with this, and there's no reason for that, because next time we're going to do something I've been looking forward to for a while. I honestly have, which is getting going with the end game, because I remember this game being a really fun story at the very beginning, getting into incredibly long lull in the middle that lasted for most of the game. And then I remember feeling like, and I haven't played through this game in a long time, but I remember feeling like things picked up pretty well at the end. That was my recollection. And liking the end of this game. I have no particular desire or intention to play Revenant Wings. I guess I've been curious about the game over the years, but I don't think I'm playing it. I don't think there's a PS4 version of it or anything like that. I probably could do it on an emulator if I really wanted to, but let's just put it this way. This game has not made me so interested in it that I want more necessarily, and the characters that I like the most in this game are not Van and Pinello, who Revenant Wings is primarily about. So, as we get into the end of this story, we want to start gradually saying goodbye to the friends we've made in the world of Ivalice. See you guys next time, as we begin the end.